Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Justin, your personal trainer from the Chico State WREC. Today, it's a beautiful day outside, and we are going to be doing a balance-focused workout. So it's going to be primarily a lower body workout. We're going to throw in some core abs elements to the workout, and it's just going to be kind of an overall balancing type exercise to help us work on our balance and kind of our mobile coordination as we move around. That being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is going to be a half an hour workout, and what we're going to do is we're just going to loosen up at the beginning here. Let's kind of shake it out a little bit. We're going to be running in place, just a little jog, move the feet around, shake it out. We're just loosening up here, getting a little blood flowing, trying to relax a little bit, relieve some stress, loosen up. In a few seconds here, we're going to do some jumping jacks to further warm up a little bit. And let's go ahead, 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Nice and easy here. Let's get that breath going. Try and take some deeper breaths. Move at your own pace here for the warm up. A few more, let's keep it up here. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now we're going to do kind of a little side-to-side motion to get our inner and outer thighs warmed up. We're just going to be doing a little kind of side-to-side shuffle here. Get down in a little bit of a squat position. I know you might be a little bit restricted on space, so if you're inside or if you're outside, depending on how much space you have available, just do a couple of steps back and forth here. If you have more space, you can feel free to add a little bit more side to side into your workout, but totally not necessary. Now we're going to do a similar exercise, but it's kind of a crossover and then go behind. So I call this karaoke, and I kind of feel like I'm dancing every time I do this exercise. Kind of has some dancing elements to it, right? So again, warming up here, you should feel your breath elevated, heart rate going a little bit. And we're just getting those hips and those legs nice and warmed up. All right, and we're back to the middle. Now let's just do some nice easy squats. We want our feet to be about shoulder width apart, and we're just gonna come down into a nice maybe quarter squat, half squat to get started here. Let's keep that chest up, look straight ahead. You're trying to have a neutral neck here. You might even be looking down at a slight angle. Let's keep those knees back. Try not to have them cross over the toes. Squeeze the glutes a little at the top. And 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Shake it out again. All right. Now we're going to get into our workout. We have 2 different sets of exercises. And as I mentioned earlier, these are all going to be balance focused. So we're going to be challenging ourselves a little bit, standing on one leg, moving back and forth, and doing those sort of things that normally might challenge us to keep our balance up. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're just going to do a one-leg balance exercise. So 15 seconds a leg. If you want to use something to hold on to here, literally all we're doing is we're just standing on one leg. So if you want to have a chair or a wall near you, that's a good idea, especially if you're unsure of your balance. If you want a little bit more challenge, feel free to kind of freeform it and just stand here. Let's switch to the other leg. So this seems like it would be a very simple exercise to do, but in reality, it's pretty challenging to just stand on one leg, right? So you're already feeling your stabilizer muscles engage and so forth, all right? So next exercise we're gonna do is a forward lunge. So this is just a standard forward lunge. No need to go to full depth at the beginning here. You want to try and keep your feet hip width apart as you do this, and once again, keep that knee back. Try not to have it cross over the toe. And we want to push up through the heel as we alternate back and forth. Okay? Now we're going to do calf raises. So we're on to our third exercise of the set here. Once again, you may want to use something to stabilize yourself, like a wall or a chair. And we're just touching it for a little balance here. And we're just going to be raising up on our tippy toes and back down in a slow and controlled manner. You want to push up through your big toes and just contract the calf muscles for about 1 second at the top, and then slowly lower yourself back down. And we'll do a few more here. Still kind of warming up on this first set through of these exercises. Good. Continue to shake it out, loosen the neck out a little bit. Try and release some of that tension that you might be feeling. All right, so we have a little core exercise here. It's going to be a standing cross crunch. And so core stabilization, core strength is very important, often overlooked aspect of balance. So we're going to work on the core a little bit here today. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a standing cross crunch. So we have that one leg balance element as we reach up and across, and we're touching one elbow to the opposite knee, and you should feel a crunch in your abs when you do this. So we'll go back and forth here. Go at a nice slow and controlled pace, and you should feel a crunch every time you do this. So we're working the abdominals here, and we're working our balance. Keep that breath going. Try to breathe out as you crunch here, and then breathe in as you stand up. Breathe out and repeat. That's our first 4 exercises. I'm gonna grab a little drink here. Quick little drink. I recommend you do the same, especially if it's hot outside or wherever you're doing this exercise. Just take some brief sips as you go through your workout. We're back to our one leg balance again now. So 15 seconds aside. If you're feeling adventurous, maybe try it without the support this time. But if you're feeling a little bit hesitant, it's always good idea to have that support near you in case you need it. Let's go other leg here. It's helpful to hold your arms out. You can kind of use them like a tightrope walker a little bit, you know, try and catch your center of balance if you're tending to fall one way or the other. Actively engage all of those leg muscles. Try and keep your chest up. Nice open chest. Keep that breathing going. All right, that's it for the one leg balance. Standing here, we're going to go back to our forward lunges. So we have 30 seconds here again of our lunges. I'm not taking a huge step. You don't want to overextend. You want to take about a medium-sized step here and come down and then push back up in a slow, controlled manner. And engage the glute and push up through the heel of the leg that you're stepping with. Back and forth. Slow and controlled. Hold the arms out. This is another one that you can do up against a wall or a chair if you're having a little difficulty with your balance. Just have it there, just in case you need it. And that's a modification that you can use really for any of these exercises that we're going to do today. Now we're going back to our calf raises again. So here we are. We're into it here. We're not going to take too many breaks in between the exercises. Maybe a short break in between each round, but in between each set, in between each exercise, we're not going to be breaking too much. We do want to get a little bit of a leg workout today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're on to our cross crunches. Let's go, 30 seconds. Pick up the pace a little bit more here. Try and have your elbow and your knee travel about the same distance and have them meet right in the middle. So that way we're engaging our whole abdominal area, upper body and lower body. Probably start to feel this in the abs a little bit here. Make sure you hold that nice contraction in between each here. All right, second time through, done. Take a little rest here, one more sip of water. I hope everybody's doing all right during this time. All right, here we go. Third round, we have our one leg balance. We're back into it here. If you want additional challenge on this one, try and do it with your eyes closed. That'll add an extra element of challenge if you remove one of your senses from it. I like to wear shoes for all these exercises. Shoes are kind of optional for this workout, but since I'm outside and doing lunges and things of that nature, I always like to have shoes on. I feel like it gives me a better base of support, but you may be one of those exercisers who prefers not to wear shoes. Like if you like to do yoga or any kind of stretching, totally okay too. It's a preference thing. Let's get back into our lunges here. So we'll do the front angle on this one. Notice I'm keeping the chest up, taking nice measured hip width steps, slow and controlled, up and down. If you want to add a little extra challenge to this one, you can go ahead and add a little pulse in, add a few pulses, and then come up, other leg, a little bit of a pulse, challenge that balance a little bit more. Let's do a few more, back and forth. And last one. Excellent. We have our calf raises. Last time through on these ones. If you're using a wall or a chair to support yourself, make sure that you're not pushing up with your hands here. We still want all the work to be in the calves and the legs. We just want to have something to balance on so that we're not falling over forward or backwards necessarily. This just allows us to isolate the muscle that we're really trying to target with this exercise. All right, let's do 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more, and that's it. All right, my calves are burning a little bit. Yours probably are as well. Let's do our cross crunches here, 30 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Shake it out. That's your first set of exercises. So we had 3 rounds there. We're going to do another similar set of exercises. Slight modifications on what we just did, a few different exercises. So again, let's take a quick drink of water and we'll hop back into it. We're about halfway through our workout here. Should be definitely feeling warmed up. Let's go ahead and get started with a classic balance exercise. Heel-toe walk. Now this is going to challenge your balance, okay? If you've ever tried to do this before, go ahead and get started. All we're doing is we're trying to line up, heel-toe and walk here. Down and back, slow and controlled. One foot in front of the other. Try and keep that chest up as usual. We could have a tendency to look down, but we're really trying to work on that posture. Keep the lungs open, the chest up, back and forth. For the second exercise, we have reverse lunges this time. So we did forward lunges last time. Now we're going to be stepping back and lunging down. So the end result of our lunge is the same thing, but we're challenging our balance by going backwards here. Don't step too far backwards. Keep those feet hip width apart, chest up. And it's okay if you fall off balance here. If you tumble over, just stand back up. If your legs are feeling tired, take a brief break and then jump back in with us when you can. Let's move on to an exercise that's going to work our outer thighs, our outer glutes, and it's going to be a squat and then a one leg abduction. So it's going to come out to the side here. You're going to kick it out. So down, kick it out to the side. Down, kick it out to the side. And when you're doing the abduction, try and focus on engaging that muscle on the outer thigh there, on the hip, to raise that leg up. And then come down and out. And if you want, at this point, let's go into more of a full squat. Really engage the glutes and the hamstrings. Keep your core nice and tight. Down, 2 more. Down, down, and down. Excellent. Now we have another variation on a crunch. It's a standing oblique crunch. So this time, instead of going across, we're going to be doing the oblique on the side. So right elbow is going to go to right knee. So same thing here, we're balancing on one leg while we do an oblique crunch on that side, and then we switch. Oblique crunch over here. Again, lift your knee as much as your elbow is going down. Have them meet in the middle. And hold that. Feel that oblique working. Two more. Shake it out. That's your second set of exercises. So we're going through those 4 exercises 2 more times. Little break here. If you need some water, go ahead and grab it. Shake it out. Maybe do a little karaoke, a little dance to the music. Keep it fun. I don't know. I like to dance in between my exercises. Keeps it interesting. All right. We have our heel toe walk again. So hopefully you have a hallway or you're outside somewhere you have a little room. You don't need that much room though for a lot of these exercises. I can just go back and forth here. And this is another modification that you can throw into this one. If you're finding walking forward to be a little easy on the easier side, try walking backwards. Same thing, heel toe backwards. Anything that's happening behind us is going to challenge our balance a little bit more. Hence the reverse lunges in this set as opposed to the forward lunges in the first set. So we're back to our reverse lunges now. So again, step back, straight down, upper body, nice and upright, core engaged, arms for balance. Maybe you want to add in some pulses on this one. A little extra challenge. I think I'll add a few pulses. Keep that form the same. Let's go back and forth a few more times. One more each side. Maybe we want to feel it a little bit in the quads and the calves. You might feel it in the calves from all this balance exercise as well. Keep everything nice and engaged, full body engagement. Excellent. All right, we have our squat abductions now. So we're back down, kick it up, back down, kick it up, and down. Now my body is kind of leaning away from where my leg is going, and that's allowing me to maintain my center of gravity and my balance. If I were to try and kick my leg out without compensating, I'm going to fall over that way. So you might find yourself a little unstable with this exercise. Play around with it. You don't have to kick your leg up as high as I'm kicking it. Maybe you come down and the leg just comes up a little bit. totally fine as well. Do the best you can. Here we go. One more, each side. And done. We have our oblique crunch again. Let's go ahead and get into that. Keep your breath going on this exercise, like all exercises, but with core stuff specifically, we want to make sure we exhale as we're completing the crunch portion, and then inhale as we come back up. Exhale as we go here, inhale up. And time it to your breath. That will help you keep the exercise nice and slow at a controlled pace. Little rest, one more time through that set of exercises. Then we have a little challenge at the end of our workout here. Not going to be anything too intense, but it will definitely test our balance. So one more time through here. Okay, we're going to our heel toe walk. Let's do this. If you do want to challenge yourself, bring the arms in. That will give you less control over your balance as well. Do whatever's comfortable for you. Challenge yourself a little bit. Or maybe this time through the workout, you kind of stick to the basics, and then next time maybe you throw in a few modifications depending on how you're feeling. Excellent. We're back to our reverse lunges. So I'll have a front angle on this one. We're stepping back. Feet stay hip width apart. Nice upright straight posture. Keep that breath going. Let's throw some pulses in here. You can do hands on the hips. You want your hips to remain level when you do this, so having your hands on your hips can help maintain that stable hip structure as we're going through our lunges here. Again, knee is staying behind toe. I'm not leaning forward too far. That'll put a lot of pressure on your knee, so stay nice and upright. One more each side. Let's challenge those quads a little bit. And last side. Excellent. We're going into our squat here. Abduction, whoops. Sometimes you fall over, even the instructor falls over. It's totally normal. There's flies out here. We're working out. We're doing the best we can. You're all doing the best you can. I appreciate that. Thank you for being with me here today. You might be feeling this in the hips. This is a great exercise for the quads and the hips and our core strength and our balance. All right, we got our crunches. Last time through our oblique crunches here. Really exaggerate that crunch. 10 more seconds, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Great work, everybody. We have our last little challenge here. So we're gonna go back to what we started with, our one leg balance. Now we're gonna try and hold it for a minute. See how well we can do here, all right? So we got a minute on the clock. Earlier, we held this for 15 seconds aside. Maybe that was a challenge for you. Maybe you didn't feel anything in your calf muscle. Well, we're 15 seconds in right now. I'm already feeling it a little bit here. You might be feeling it in your calf muscle as well. Go as long as you can. Challenge yourself a little bit. We're staying here for a minute. After all this leg work, my legs are a little bit tired. That's okay. The more you're shaking back and forth, totally normal. That's your body trying to compensate for your balance. All those little stabilizer muscles are engaging now. Our muscles are staying in a contracted state this entire time. That's why you start to feel that burning. Let's do 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. 1 more minute on the other side here. Don't need to rest. My right leg was already resting that whole time, so now we're just going straight into the next leg. And my left leg is saying, oh, thank you, that was a lot of work. Last minute here, finish out the workout. Try and work on your balance as much as you can. If you need to stabilize yourself, totally fine. Have that safety there, much better than getting injured. "30 more seconds here. Close your eyes if you wish. Last additional challenge there for this workout. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Look straight ahead. Ten more seconds here. You got it. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent workout today, everybody. That was your 30-minute balance. I'm going to be doing these weekly videos for the Wildcat Recreation Center. Next week will probably be an upper body focused workout. And all of my workouts during this time are going to be with no equipment for convenience of folks that are at home trying to stay active. So I appreciate everybody for watching today, for participating. Please let me know what you think of the video. And until next time, I'm Justin signing out. Let's go Wildcats!